Hello and welcome to another Opium Pulses limited and rare musical gems. Today we're following the same as our last video. We're doing an artist chronology of the limited editions of each album in the set of an artist's discography. So this time we're doing Slipknot. Now before I start, a little bit of history with Opium Pulses and Slipknot. Is a bit of a tie. Myself and Lewis used to be little dirty headbangers, and the name Opium Pulses comes from a couple of the song titles in Slipknot records, which I will get to when we get to the specific album. So it's kind of taken on a bit of a name of its own, Opium Pulses anymore. We don't consider it to be related to Slipknot anymore, but that is the origins. That's how it started. But Opium Pulses was a clan from over 15 years ago, so it's not even the same beast that it is anymore. So let's just start with the first ever, what is considered by fans as the first ever Slipknot record. I say it like that because Slipknot don't consider this to be their first album. They consider it to be a demo, but it is, in every sense of the word, an album, and it was released. It's got, a full amount of tracks. It's what fans consider their first album. So this is Mate. Oh, sorry. I always forget the arrangement. This is Mate, Feed, Kill, Repeat. That's the order you've got to do it in. If you do it in another order, well, I think you open a wormhole or something. So this doesn't have Corey Taylor as the singer. This has a guy called Anders. He was the original singer for Slipknot. And it has sort of a skeleton crew of Slipknot members. So it still does have some of the originals, but I won't go into that. So the song titles, you may recognise some of these because they were re-recorded for future albums. You got Slipknot, Gently, Do Nothing, Bitch Slap, which is renamed to something now. Only One, Tattered and Torn, Confessions, Some Feel, and a fan favourite, Killers Are Quiet. Some of these sound very, very different to the tracks you would have heard them as now. They're more funk metal on this album, I guess you could say. Very experimental. I'm not actually going to take it out of its packaging because it's very, very rare. Even the bootlegs are considered rare because people just don't make them to this quality anymore. And yeah, even though it is, it's an easy seal, I just don't like taking it out of its packaging. But you can see people unwrapping these on YouTube. I just wanted to show you what it looks like. So this is Mate, Kill, Feel... fucking hell. This is Mate, Feed, Kill, Repeat. And this came out, I think, in 98, 99. The next one is the 20th... Oh, no, sorry, 10th. They're not that old yet. This is the 10th anniversary edition of the debut Slipknot album, self-titled, so it's called Slipknot. You can see their 10th anniversary. And this has, alongside the normal tracks, it has a shit ton of bonus tracks. You can see those there. And it has a bonus DVD, as you can see there. So this isn't the original limited edition that came out. There was like a digipack that came out with like 4 bonus tracks or something. I'm not reviewing that. This is the 10th anniversary. So I'm showing you the best version of each album you can get. If you're a Slipknot fan, you'll really appreciate the art. They've stuck to their guns. I'm going to take each disc out so you can see behind because unlike my Radiohead one, there's shit to see this time. I might give you a flick through the book, but I think the book is relatively the same as the original. Oh, no. No, it is actually different. Oh, no. Do you know what? I can't remember. That middle art is familiar. I think that is in the original one, but these look redone. I'll confirm in the description if that's not the case, but this does look redone to me. That doesn't look like the original. I don't even think that's the original mask. It looks slightly updated. So there you go. And then you've got here, worse forwards than backwards. I guess you'd have to be pretty into the lyrics to understand that reference because even I don't get it. What's that say? Our dreams of the sick, your nightmares. Okay, if you say so. Then you got the band members here, the originals, the original peeps. So this is what's considered the original lineup of Slipknot. So anything on Mate, Feed, Kill, Repeat is not these people here. This is why they consider this to be their first album because it's got the original 9 members that people associate when they think of Slipknot. Come play. Does that say dying? That or diving. Maybe they like diving. So that's the 10th anniversary of the debut. That came out in 99. although the 10th anniversary obviously came out 10 years later. And then we have the 10th anniversary edition of Iowa. 2 CDs, 1 DVD, same as the album before. Includes the original Iowa album, the unreleased audio from the legendary Disaster Piece concert, plus an hour-long film capturing the insanity that was Iowa. So this album, as many of you know, is considered almost as heavy as the original, if not heavier, because they were trying to live up to the reputation of the first. There you can see what it comes with. Cheeky goat. Let's open this up. They're not ones to hold back on their art. That's for sure. This looks very Disaster Piece-y. The album, the DVD that accompanied this album when it first came out was one of their most popular DVDs, just because it showed just how ridiculous they were live. So they've gone with the Disaster Piece theme as opposed to the standard Iowa theme. There's not much art behind the CDs and the DVDs this time, but otherwise you'd never know what was behind there because the CD takes up most of the room. So that is, oh crap, 10th anniversary of Iowa. Again, you're not seeing any digital packs that came out at the time. You're seeing the best edition you can buy, possibly, at this moment in time. And then we have Subliminal Versus 3. There you go. Volume 3, the Subliminal Versus. This is their third debut album, what they consider to be their third. And it doesn't come in a fancy pack. They haven't re-released this. This is the limited edition that you could get. But it does come with, I believe, an extra disc. Yep. That's the original backing art. And I won't show you the booklet. I think it's basically the same as the first. But in terms of extras, you get the bonus tracks, Don't Get Too Close, Scream, Vermilion, Terry Date. I don't know why Terry Date remixes songs. They always sound crap. And the full version of Danger, Keep Away, which is, if you like Danger, Keep Away, it's a very, very cool track. Very experimental, goes on for ages. And there are 4 live tracks, which, you know, for a live band, Slipknot get it right. They sound good live. You wouldn't expect it. And then there's the original tracks. Then we have, I'm just going to show you this briefly, because Slipknot don't have many records, even in terms of, you know, compilations, they don't have much, so we may as well do them all here. This is 9.0 Live, 24 tracks across 2 CDs, featuring the Nameless. So it's got 24 songs and they can only feature one of them. There's the tracks. So I'll open it up briefly, just so you can see what you're getting. When I saw this... Oh, that's quite cool, look. When I saw this album, I thought, how much like Resident Evil does that look? There's a Resident Evil cover that looks just like that. Anyway, sorry, I've had to change angle here because my back was going to fall out. So the next album in the list is probably the least favourite of all the Slipknot records. This is All Hope Is Gone, special CD, DVD edition. So when I bought this edition, obviously I didn't know this album was going to be a crock of shit. So I bought it thinking, you know, next Slipknot album, can't wait. I say crock of shit. I mean, if this wasn't a Slipknot record, say this was a Stone Sour record, I'd love it. I'd think it was great. And you can't deny Psychosocial's, you know, catchability. But in terms of the raw emotion from a Slipknot record, you don't get any of it on this record. It's just a hard rock album. And, you know, it sucked because a lot of people thought this would be the last Slipknot record. Thank God it wasn't. Anyway, let's get in. What are these guys? Little dwarves with big heads. What's this? Bit of grass. There's another problem with this album. It just all falls out. What's this? More grass. What's this? More grass! Not only was the album shit, but who wants to look at grass all day? Don't use broken. I don't know where they took the pictures of this. But obviously it was so boring they thought the grass was more interesting. Look at that. An album of grass. All Hope Is Gone. Yeah, for good artwork. More grass. A single bit of grass. Anyway, the cool thing about this album is it's got really glossy sides. Look at the sheen on that. Oh, you're loving that, aren't you? Same on this bit. The band have disappeared. Got sick of grass. Spend 25 quid in the UK web store at slipknotmerch.com and get 15% off the t-shirts. Doubt that's going anymore. Then you got their live dates. I don't really know why I'm showing you this, because this is advertisement, like, irrelevant. I've got 2 of them! Anyway, there's the really shitty mask that Corey chose for this album. In fact, you know what? Let's go through and just remind ourselves of the really shitty mask choices. Look at Joey there. What do you think you are, Jesus? Some more trees, more shrubbage. There's Paul. I mean, actually, Paul's mask is okay. I didn't mind that one. Looked a little bit like Hannibal Lecter. But then Paul's one of the most intelligent people in the band, so that would make a lot of sense. Then you got Chris, who all he's done is just grown his hair. Whoop-de-doo! Oh, a couple of midgets again. Wolf. Oh, okay, so Mick has... I mean, Mick doesn't change his mask anyway, does he? He basically has the same mask that just gets shinier as the days go by. But he's got one of the cool... I mean, it's sort of Punisher-esque, I would say. So I can see why he's kept with his. And then again, Corey, shitty mask. And then you got Pinhead, who's just made his mask a little bit fatter, made his spikes a little bit taller. You don't talk, no one knows what you look like, no one cares. Some burning masks, like that makes a statement. Wait a minute, did I get Mick mixed up with this guy? This Jim Root. One of them, I always get these two mixed up. So I think this one's Jim Root, and here he's gone for a sort of Kiss, like a makeup style, which is okay, but, you know, it's overdone. And then Sid just sat in the meadow, chilling out. I hated his new mask. Sort of like Daft Punk-esque. I don't know why I'm showing you all of this, really. And then you got Clown, who I hate this mask. He looks like he should be in some sort of strange strip club. Anyway, everything about this album is disappointing, so I just wanted to share the disappointment with you there. And again, there's nowhere for this booklet to go. It just sits in, and you've just got to deal with it. Like you've got to deal with the shitty music, and the grass, and the crap masks. You just got to deal with everything. Everything. I'm going a bit mental because my back hurts. And then we've got what everyone thought was the end of Slipknot, because Paul died. Everyone was really sad. And then they released a best of. I mean, that doesn't look good, does it? But at least this looks good. So they took some new art for this. I think Clown did most of the directing of the documentary that came along with it and all of the artwork. Sorry, I should have arranged these. Not that it matters. I mean, they look mostly the same. But let's get to the back. So you've got what they consider to be the greatest hits across all of their albums. So this doesn't include the Grey chapter. This only goes up to All Hope Is Gone. Bonus CD, which is live at Download Festivals. I was actually there for that. So it's nice to be able to hear it back. And then you've got the DVD, which is the music videos. Also includes Broadcast from Hell, which are really crap, by the way. They're just sort of like chopped up video and played in a sort of Slipknot manner that's supposed to be entertaining, but it's not. And Clown should be ashamed. Okay, next we have what is my favourite Slipknot album, and I can't believe that there can't be many Slipknot fans out there that don't consider this to be the best one. This is a tribute to Paul Gray, which is why it's called the Grey Chapter. This is after Paul died, and it's after Joey left, so it's a different drummer as well. And it's just their heavier, most angsty, most angry, most talented and well put together album. Not a fan of the masks, to be honest. Some of them I am, some of them I'm not. On the left side of Pinhead and on the right side, you see the new bassist and the new drummer, which were unknown at the time. They had masks that were sort of generic so that fans didn't get upset. I think they're known now, like the bassist is one of the original bassists from Mate, Feed, Kill, Repeat, Eat, Sleep, Shag, Die. I think that's what it was called. You can see some of the new artwork here. I don't know why they did that with the drummer. Looks a little bit like Carl Pilkington Moaning of Life, for any believers out there. Anyway, I just wanted to show you the limited edition of all the albums. Just like I did with the Korn albums. You can tell I'm a 90s kid. To be honest, if I do any more of these, the only two artists I could do now would be Killswitch Engage or maybe Eminem. They're the only artists that I've got where the whole discography is limited edition. So if anyone's interested to see either of those, if you're into those artists and you want to know what the limited edition albums look like, then, you know, say in the comments and maybe I'll do them. But really there has to be some sort of desire for at least one person to see it. Otherwise it's not worth my time. But these, in terms of music from my childhood, are my favourite artists. So I thought, why not do it? Anyway, thanks for watching.